What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Famous Kid, Video Game Entertainment. Yes, okay, I have a few things to talk to y'all about, and which y'all should already know we doing. This is the whole expansion thing from Nintendo Online Shop. Before we go any further, please hit that like and subscribe button. Clicking like and subscribing is always a big help. Now, I know that there's videos out there, people testing it out, and I'm just here to just give you my opinions. And in some cases, maybe I could probably ease y'all mind off of this whole online thing and maybe help y'all make a decision. Okay, first of all, it's Nintendo 64. I'm gonna be honest to you, I never really followed Nintendo 64 too much. I do have my lineup of games that I do collect, but I didn't follow Nintendo 64 too hard like I did Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and the regular Nintendo, okay, and GameCube and stuff like that, okay. But there are a few classic titles that, I mean, come on, it's just you know what I'm saying, that's definitely just like, you know, worth playing. Number two is the fact is, like, today, if you try to find you a Nintendo 64 game, like the actual cartridge, it's pretty expensive. The decision that's being made right here is everybody looks at the price. I'm gonna break that down to you. They came out with a launch title just like they did Nintendo. Now, they was able to do Nintendo a little bit more better. They didn't give you that many launch titles on here. Let's look at that for a second. I know people can say, number one, there's a Sega Genesis Classic Collection. You can get that, okay? You can buy that. All right, cool. This is finna be bigger than that. I'm not gonna say I digged in all the information, I followed it. I'm just gonna tell you the street version. This is pretty awesome. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm on board with it because you supporting the developers of it, because I'm quite sure that they had to get the license for all this stuff. You got this lineup of games right here, and it looks gorgeous on Switch. You know, and if you just like, going back to what I said before, if you're trying to find some of these games physically and you wanted to play on your actual 64, say for instance you did got your 64 and you're not that big of a collector, but you saw some of the games, you're like, dang man, say for instance you pulled that 64 out your garage, you just haven't played in a long time, you want to pop it back on. You say for instance you want to try to find those old classic games, say if you want to try to find like a Zelda or Mario 64, it's not going to be easy. I mean, and if you do find it, it's going to be pretty expensive. And if you already got a Switch, you already got your Switch set up, you already bought a few games. I know y'all probably got some games on sale for cheap. There's been times I looked on the Switch, I done bought like 5 or 6 games and I ain't even paid no more than not even like $10. And I mean, like, that's pretty good. And the resolution just looks amazing. Now, going back to Sega Genesis. Sega Genesis is, come on, it's Sega Genesis. Mostly every system, they're from PS3, Xbox, and Xbox 360. They always came out with they Sega Genesis collections. Even, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think PS2 did the same thing. At the same time, you can tell this is about to be bigger than what it is. And I truly believe there's going to be more systems that's going to be popping off. Give it a chance. I know the price tag look like it's bigger, but come on, PlayStation charging about 60, you know what I'm saying? Xbox charging that much, you know what I'm saying? And then that's not including, okay, you got the Game Pass and everything. That's up there. Only thing I'm looking at like this and the family plan is, oh man, it's so much easier to do the family plan, because the family plan, especially if you got kids, oh man, you gonna want to get the family plan. I think you can do up to 8 people. They don't do that on Sony and Xbox, okay? You want to set your kid up, you want to play with your kid online, just, you know what I'm saying, just play something with them. You got to pay for that account for that kid. There's no little bit of a discount to get your kid on there, but you know what I'm saying, but that's what I like about this. Just remember, this is just only my opinion. I am not trying to battle anybody's opinion. You got family, you got kids, even if you got buddies, let's just put it this way, what if you got the homie, you know what I'm saying, the homie, you want to, you know what I'm saying, y'all want to play online or whatever, basically come together and like pay half and half or something, you know what I'm saying, you know how it is, and just like, you know, so save you a little bit. And even with that family plan, you could drop up to like 8 people, get you 8 homies on there, dude. And like, let's go back to this. Now, if you already have the online service, only thing they're gonna do, they're gonna ask you for, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you're gonna ask you for the difference of it. That's if you already paid your money. The best one to get is try to get that yearly. I'm feeling Game Boy gonna come up on here. People are already leaking, like sometimes some Sega Saturn games might be walking in, but there's no telling. When the Wii was in, they even had Neo Geo games, and it looks good, especially if you playing that Switch on handheld. Try to find Star Fox right now for the price you about to pay for this. I hope y'all feel me. Just like I said, I ain't judging nobody. If y'all feel like y'all want to do it, that's fine. If y'all want to wait it out, wait for a few games to come in. I know that you guys use emulation. Everybody use emulation. All right, you can go on your computer, you can go on your phone, you can go on your Samsung screen, on your refrigerator, whatever. Emulation is on everything. Yeah, we do love emulation. I use emulation myself, but I still go out and buy that physical game. That's just where I get down. I like going out and get that physical game, and plus I like to try to support the developers in where I can be. Now, unless I mean, seriously. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, there's games out there that cost you like, man, like, I mean, like outrageous money. So I can understand if you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna emulate this. We already know Nintendo ain't gonna do too much budget. When the Switch came out, Sony, they went down on their prices. Xbox went down off, you know what I'm saying? They went down on their stuff. Y'all can stroll through all YouTube and y'all can see this all day. But I was just trying to give you my personal opinion of it. I hope y'all like it. I hope you like the video. Thumbs up if you like it. From Gamer to Gamer, thanks for watching.